The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold. And the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
At the stadium, you can already see the outline of what will be the biggest, baddest store in the city. It will take 10 minutes to open, providing an opening 80 feet tall and 215 feet wide. It will look out on the mother of all backdrops, the Strip.
Well, I mean, it's Jon Gruden. You know, he's a guy that was very instrumental in my career. And I tell everybody, I wear this ring because of him. You know, I mean, he came here and fought for me when, you know, no other coach had really fought for me in that way. He's going to be more prepared than anybody that he's coaching up against. That he's going to be ready to put you in the right position to win, and you just got to go out and win. I mean, that's the thing that I love about him. You know, there was no coming off the field going, man, why did we call that play? You know what I mean? It was always that I didn't get it done, or somebody didn't get it done. That's why we didn't succeed. It wasn't because of the play calling or even the approach that we were taking. It was just, it's on the players. And you heard him say, you know, bottom line is you can be a great coach, but the guys out there playing got to get it done.
Jon is a guy that has always had this energy about him and this passion for the game. And since the day I met him, I think he recognized the same in me. And we've talked about players forever, we've compared, we've argued, and come from that is a respect, I think, a mutual respect for how you go about your job. And then when you combine that with Paul Guenther, who I've compared notes with for 20 years, Richie Bisaccia, the special teams coach, he and I were camp counselors at Joe Namath's football camp when we were juniors in college, from different colleges. And we've stayed in touch since. I know almost your entire staff. I've got a great respect for the coaching staff. And when we started to kind of talk about this seriously, I kind of looked at it as my opportunity for the right fit. And I'm a big believer in fit, whether it's trying to find a college player for the Oakland Raiders, a free agent for the Oakland Raiders, where my kids go to college. It's all about the fit. And for me, I thought this was the right fit for me at this time. It's just this kinetic energy that bounces off everything. He's so mentally quick, he's so smart, you got to stay with him. And you better be prepared, because nobody's going to be more prepared for him. So if you want to sit there and have a conversation about football and who fits and who doesn't fit, you better be ready to go. And he just energizes me. I think he energizes his football team and his coaches, and I like being around that kind of energy. If you're a Raider fan, if you're part of Raider Nation and you're bummed out about 4-12 and you're bummed out about Khalil Mack and Amari Cooper, and I get all that. I totally get all that. But what comes from that is opportunity. And we've got 5 first-round picks in the next 2 years. We've got a bundle of cap space for free agency, and handled correctly, choices made correctly in both those areas, we're going to get good quickly. And that's the game plan. We're not sitting here trying to say we're going to be good in 5 years. What I think is cool about this whole thing is we're a young team. You know, we drafted some guys last year. You know, Arden Key has a chance to be really good. Does he got to get stronger? Yeah, he does. And the first-round pick, Colton Miller, he chased that guy down from behind Sunday on the interception. I almost fell over that a left tackle made that play. And then the cool thing about it, 4-win teams don't have goal line stands. So Colton Miller chases a guy 70 yards. Guenther's defense gets a goal line stand. Gruden's offense kicks a field goal. It's 21-3 at half instead of 28-0. You don't see that from a lot of 4-win teams. So I think Jon and his guys started to build some culture here, some toughness. I loved what I saw the last couple of weeks, the way they competed.
You know, you mentioned those first-round draft picks, 3 in 2018. What kind of luxury is it to have that kind of presence in the first round? And then secondly, how important is it to hit on those guys in all 3 of those positions going forward? Yeah,
I think it's all about flexibility when you're talking about 3 picks. Now, the question is, are we going to pick at 4 and the other 2 picks? Are we going to move down? Are we going to move up? I think the beauty that it gives Jon and I is an ability even prior to the draft and up through the draft, to move up, move down. You get to 23, 24, 25, wherever we end up after the playoffs, and if your guy's not there and you have an opportunity to generate a couple second or third round picks out of that, are you kidding me? I'm all in. We got a lot of needs, and we got to attack it. And if we want to go get somebody, we have the ammunition to move up. So we could sit, we could move up, we could move down. We'll figure it all out. But I think the ability to be versatile is critical. It's a really good question, and we can get into all kinds of other things. But the core values of toughness, physicality, high football IQ, speed, and what's most important to me at every position is, do you compete? And I don't care if you're a corner or a left tackle or a defensive tackle. I want to know if you compete. How tough are you? Can you bring it every day for 16 weeks? And to me, that's what an Oakland Raider is.
We've ever done that I'm particularly proud of? I would have to say that the perpetuation of the greatness of the Raiders, to take a professional football team and give it a distinct characteristic that's different from all others.
I'm going to tell you something, man. If you guys don't know how big a win that was, you'll know tomorrow. It's a hell of a win. It's a team effort. Offense, defense, special teams. Now, the effort was outstanding. Outstanding.